Welcome to Academic Guru's Tutoring Tuesday, where we answer all of your high school, college, and university questions. If you would like your question to be featured on next week's Tutoring Tuesday, please submit your questions to questions@academicgurusinc.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay current with all of our new videos.
Alright, so here we have another problem from slopes and equations of lines, kind of related to the last problem we did, but it's slightly different. I have a lot of students who freak out in these problems because of the way that the problem has been worded, and I totally give it to you. If you're new to this concept, problems like this can be quite challenging. But again, don't go into the mindset of thinking that these problems are impossible to solve, because they're not. So let's get to the problem. It says, which is an equation in point-slope form? That's a big hint right there for the given point and slope. So we have our point sitting at -1, -7, and then we have our slope to be -2/3, and then we have our options here. So y minus 7 equals 2/3 times x minus 1. We have y minus 7 equals -2/3 times x plus 1. And then we have y, and we have c, y plus 7 equals 2/3 times x plus 1. And then we have y plus 7 equals -2/3 times x plus 1, finally. So again, our approach to resolving these problems is to always write the related formula and go from there. So in this problem, we need to write the point-slope formula because essentially that's the formula we need in order to solve this question. So let's start by writing the formula. So the point-slope formula is saying y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And then I'm going to name my coordinates. So I'm going to have -1 as my x1, and then I'm going to have -7 as my y1. Alright, and then I know that my slope is represented by m, so m is my slope. And now it's just a matter of plugging everything into the formula. So let's see, we have y minus, our y1 is -7, equals, our slope is -2/3. So we have time x minus, our x1 is -1. And believe it or not, you're already there. We just need to simplify here. So negative times a negative, it's going to be a positive. So we're going to have y plus 7 here equals to -2/3 times, and then negative times negative again, it's going to be a positive, so it's going to be x plus 1. Alright, and that's our final answer. Again, if you're new to slopes, these problems can be challenging. The key to mastering these problems is just practicing more and more and trying to rewrite the problem yourself, and also by remembering the formula. That's a big part, and because remembering the formula helps you a lot when you're solving these problems, because you need to know the point-slope formula in order to solve these problems. And many students just don't want to remember the formula, and all of a sudden they can't solve the problem. So let's go here. We have, so we're not even going to worry about these. So we have y plus 7 equals -2/3 times x plus 1. So there we go. Alright, so there you have it.
Thank you for tuning into our Tutoring Tuesday channel. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. We would love to hear from you. Until next week's Tutoring Tuesday, happy studying.